Hello, my name's Elizabeth, and I teach English literature and writing. So my background is I have a PhD from the University of Cambridge in the UK. I also have degrees from the University of British Columbia. I was working on my master's program, and while I was there, I had this project that I did for a class. It was a throwaway project on representations of dyslexia in a bunch of children's books. And I went and I researched it, and I realized there's really not a lot done on it. And so that sort of got me thinking, what is out there? And I came to the quick conclusion that if I don't answer that question, nobody's going to answer that question. And so I decided to go on to do a PhD, partly because I was following my own interests and my own desire for knowledge. And so yeah, that's how I ended up in the PhD. It was never really a plan to go into academia. It was more that academia found me. I always think that the best type of teacher is a teacher that doesn't treat you as a student, but as an equal. And while you as a student may be here to learn specific skills I know, I also want to learn from you. I'm really interested in learning what your interests are, what you know, how we can merge your interests with an assignment at hand or future assignments. One of the most favorite courses I ever took in my undergrad was a course on Vikings and Norse mythology, which was a little bit out of my wheelhouse, but I learned so much from that course in many ways that I pulled into my own research, my own writing of just a different perspective and different styles. And I think that exploration and that sort of breadth of knowledge is really important. So while yes, it's important to go into university with some form of game plan, like you want to make sure you're going to come out with a degree that you're going to feel confident with going forward in your life. You should also make sure you have space in there to explore slightly outside of your comfort zone and learn new things. That's part of the reason why you're there, is to learn new things. I definitely think that AI is here and it's here to stay. There's no question about that. And there definitely are some uses for AI. And I think in many ways, a lot of people jump to the sort of obvious, quickest solution, which is if I can give ChatGPT my essay prompt, it will give me an essay. However, what I've done with a lot of my past students that I found really helpful is to do just that, to give ChatGPT your essay prompt and write an essay, but then to sit down with my students and go through that essay and compare it to the grading rubric that they be ranked on and actually assess, is ChatGPT doing its job? Is this actually a good essay? And most of the time, it comes back as not really. And so what it comes to then is, from one of the sort of helpful things about having a human tutor there rather than a sort of AI assistant, is that we're able to look at these things with a criticality that AI just doesn't have. We're able to look at something from a multiple different perspectives, not just guess what is going to be generated next. So we're able to sit down and talk things through in a way that AI just isn't there yet.